Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Welcome to a new day. It's Wednesday and a very hot Wednesday. It's only 10:15 and it is already hot and muggy. So yeah, I don't feel like cooking right now. So sandwiches it is. One of probably my favorite things in the summertime when it's hot is just sandwiches. So it's just ham and cheese sandwiches, and that's our lunch on day 20 of the challenge. Alright everyone, so it is supper time and I'm going to make some rice in here in the rice cooker, and I've got the electric skillet here. We're just going to have the ground beef and rice, but this time we're going to saute some onions and bell peppers with that. And the reason let me get the rice going. The reason we're having something that simple is because, and I use 1 cup of rice to 2 cups of water. So we were waiting today for the contractor to come and take measurements for our new window and the stove, and he was supposed to be here at 2, but then he called. He got caught up in Appleton, which is a couple hours away, and then he wasn't going to be here till 4, and then he probably got here about 4:30. We weren't mad or anything. I mean, how can we be mad? This is something being done for us. So, and we were going to be here anyway. So yeah. So I just took out some ground beef this morning and just figured I'm just going to make something with ground beef, nice and easy. And because it was very hot today, so let me get some water for that. All right, and we also put a little dab of butter and some salt in our rice. So I'm going to grab that. You can do that in the rice cooker. Yeah, so it's been a very hot day, and I told Glenn I am not turning that oven on. So it's been a hot week. We still got a few more days of hot temperatures to go, and then we'll be back in the 70s next week. So yeah, I wasn't about to turn the oven on today. It gets hot in the kitchen as it is. Alright, so got everything in there. Just going to plug it in now. Put it on a cook and let that roll. Don't have to do anything. So now we're going to saute our veggies up. Alright, I'm just going to do a combination of some olive oil and a little bit of butter. Yeah, so today was more just of waiting than anything. Now, I don't normally put onions in this, but Glenn asked for some sauteed onions, and he said just put it on his side. Well, I don't really feel like separating. Today, I'm just not in that mood to separate, so I'm just going to saute it all up together. I'll eat it, and then, yeah, so. But yeah, the real feel was in, well into the 90s. It's so humid. It's just, yeah, the dew point was well over 70. Can't wait till this heat wave to be over. And to us Wisconsinites in this part, that's a heat wave. I know to you guys in the South and other states, even northern states, I know like Washington State, I know that you guys get in the hundreds. But especially down south, I know you guys, 90s, real feel of 90s probably feels like fall to you. But yeah, last day of July. Can't believe it. Oh, where is this time gone? Alright, so I'm still using this old cutting board. I have used my new ones, but with bell peppers, you know, it stains, the color stains on there, and I wasn't quite ready to do that to my new ones yet. Alright. And this is the other day when I made my potato dish with the brats and bell peppers, and I said I didn't want to use all the peppers because I wanted to save it for another meal. Well, here's that other meal, so I'm glad I didn't use it all. Now we get to enjoy it in another meal. Alright, so I'm just actually going to cover this and let it saute. I'm going to turn the heat down a little bit, don't want it to burn. Alright, so we'll be back. Alright everyone, so this has been sauteing for a little while now, so we're just going to throw some ground beef in there. So you can say this is a food pantry meal because we are using food pantry ground beef, food pantry bell peppers, and food pantry onion. Alright, so we're just going to toss this in there. These are those little 10-ounce packs, so I'm using 2 of them. Gonna throw some salt and pepper in that. I just turned the heat down because I don't like to cook my ground beef so fast. I just let it kind of slow cook a little bit. That way it gives me time to chop up the ground beef. Yeah, so one thing on the rice cooker, I just want to let you know. When the first time I used the rice cooker, I went by the measurements that the book said, and the rice was at the end, after even letting it sit and steam for a bit, it was real clumpy and sticky. So the second time I made the rice, I just went by the measurements I usually would use as if I did it in a saucepan, and it came out great. So just a bit of information on how the rice cooker went. But yeah, I love using it. So it's so nice to just throw it in there and plug it in and let it go. I don't have to put the timer on or anything. Yeah, and cooking on that the other day when I used that one burner plug-in stove, that worked great too. The thing with that is the whole, not just the burner itself, but the whole compartment actually gets hot. So you got to be careful about touching those when they're plugged in and turned on. So just a little bit of information there. Alright, so some of the meat is still red, so I'm just going to cover it up. I turned it on super low. It's barely 200 now, and I'm just going to let it cook up a little bit. And that'll give the peppers and onions a chance to get a little softer as well. Alright everyone, so I just took the rice pot out and I'm going to throw my rice in here now. And just mix it in now. I did take the grease out of the ground beef. I just didn't record it. And for that, I actually unplugged the skillet so that I can tip it. Smells so good. So I can't believe we're on day 20 of this Eat What You Have challenge, 30-day Eat What You Have challenge. We've been doing really good. Stretching our meals. Using up a lot of food pantry stuff, a lot of our food from the pantries. It helps us along the way. Oh, now that I'm thinking about it, I don't know what made me think about it. Oh, I just wanted to go over something with you guys. I'm just going to keep stirring this. We were going to remove some things from our Amazon wish list, and there were a couple of things that said that somebody bought them for us. but we actually never received it. So if you bought off our Amazon wish list, if you bought for us the Jolly Ranchers, I think it was, Jolly Ranchers 5-pound bag, it said it was bought for us, and we actually never received that. And also those small bottles of paints, the orange one said it was bought for us, and we never received the orange one. And I'm not telling you this so you can, not asking you to go buy it again for us. I'm telling you because if you bought it and we never received it, you should go get your money back. You should contact Amazon and get your money back. So just wanted to let you guys know that if you were the ones that bought that stuff. And we thank you for buying that for us. We really appreciate that. And thank you for thinking of us. But we don't want you to lose your money either. So please contact Amazon and let them know that the items were never received. Alright everyone, so I'm just serving us our supper now, and Glenn is going to have picante sauce on his, and we're each going to have a strawberry applesauce. So that is going to be our supper. I'm of course going to put soy sauce on mine. Alrighty everyone, so I took Glenn his, and now I'm just going to serve mine. And this is our meal for Eat What You Have Challenge, day 20 of 30. So, got 10 days to go. And who knows, we may just go beyond that. Whew, it's so hot outside. I went and helped Glenn in the trailer, and I came back in. It's so refreshing to come back in the house and feel that cold air from the AC. I cannot complain about our window AC. It keeps this whole house so cool. Alright, so now I'm just going to throw some soy sauce on mine. And if you've been with me for a while, you know Kikkoman soy sauce is the only kind I use. That's my favorite. I wish I would have made corn on the cob with this. Because we're going to do something different with those spoon steaks, and you'll have to tune in probably tomorrow to find out, or not. Alright, so that's going to do it for this video. I'm having my applesauce as well for day 20. Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Welcome to a new day. It is Thursday morning, so that means it's food pantry day, and I just got home from the morning food pantry, and then I ran a couple errands. So let's get into what we got from the morning pantry. Alright, so for our meats this week, we got another pack of those chicken breasts where they're individually wrapped, and there's 5 in there, so that'll take us far. So that's always good to have, and I like that they're individually wrapped, so I don't necessarily have to separate them. Alright, so we got chicken breast, and I know normally we get 2 meats every week, but this week they were a little low, so we were only allowed to get 1, but that's okay. It's always still a blessing. Alright, so canned goods. We got 3 of the smaller cans of the albacore solid white tuna, and then a can of chicken breast. We got a can of tomato sauce, can of refried beans, 2 cans of pork and beans, and 2 cans of tomato soup. And then we got 2 boxes of deluxe mac and cheese, and a bag of long grain rice, white rice. As you know, I use a lot of rice, so we got that. And then we got 2 more packs of these strawberry Pop-Tarts. And then we got these Nature Valley Sweet and Salty Nut. This is peanut, and then this is almond. I actually used to eat these all the time, and so we got 6 of those. So those are good little snacks. Alright, so that is the morning food pantry haul, and I'm just going to eat a little something right now, and then later I will be going to the afternoon pantry. All right, everyone. So I just got home from the afternoon pantry, and we're going to eat lunch. This is our first meal of the day. I know we shouldn't do that, but on food pantry days, it's kind of a little busy. I stopped at Meijer afterwards and picked up some hot dogs. So we're just going to have hot dogs for lunch. And then for supper, Glenn's going to finish off the rice and ground beef mixture. And I'll just make myself something else, probably a pizza quesadilla. So it's going to be an easy day of meals here on this day 21 and August 1st, if you can't believe it. So I'm going to fix Glenn's right now. And on Glenn's, he takes yellow mustard, ketchup, and dill relish. So yeah, I'm just going to fix Glenn's right now, and I will be back. The reason I use a fork when I do the relish is so I don't get the juice in there, and the juice makes all the bun all soggy. So using a fork eliminates that problem. And normally he would take like little chopped onions in there, but he said don't worry about it. Alright, just going to throw some Ruffles on there. And there is our lunch for this day 21. All right, everyone. So here is our supper for this Thursday night and day 21, I believe. And we are having the leftover ground beef and rice from last night. And this was not our original plan, and I'll explain what our original plan for supper was when I record the second food pantry haul, because I haven't recorded that yet. All right, and so we got corn on the cob, the leftovers. We split it between us, and now that's gone, no waste. And we're having an applesauce. So that's our supper on day 21, and stay tuned for the afternoon food pantry haul. All right, everyone. So we are done with supper, and I just got done cleaning up the dishes from supper. And yeah, supper was good. Even though we didn't have a whole lot of leftovers of the rice ground beef mixture, it was still good, and we each had 2 corn on the cob, and that was satisfying for supper. So we made our meal stretch. We didn't cook anything new except the corn on the cob. And so what we were going to do before I get into the food pantry haul, well, let's just go through this because you can see, I'm just holding the camera here, you can see what we got. But for our meats, we got some Johnsonville brats and produce, got 2 onions, and 2 of these packs, each pack has 2 heads of broccoli. So we actually got 4 heads of broccoli, which is very nice. And I don't even have to really split them up, or should I? Maybe, yeah. They're pretty big. One's big in each pack, one's small. So maybe I'll leave them like that. I don't know. We'll see. And so yeah, for the produce, they didn't really, we usually get like 3 choices, or I usually get 3 choices, and besides the broccoli and the onions, there really wasn't anything left. I got there super late today, and there really wasn't anything left that I know we would have eaten. So I just asked for an extra broccoli. Well, not an extra, as my 3rd choice, another broccoli. So that's how I ended up with that. But nonetheless, always good to get broccoli. Those will go in the freezer. I don't have any plans for it right now, so I'll just freeze them. And then this week they did have milk and eggs, so we got a dozen of a dozen of milk, dozen of eggs, and a half gallon of milk. So got that, always good. Our weekly roll of toilet paper, and we actually got some cookies this week. Keebler Sandy's shortbread pecan cookies. Glenn says he thinks he's had those before. I don't think I have, so we'll see how those taste. And then we got 2 packs of those rolls that we use for like mini pizzas and sandwiches and breakfast sandwiches, things like that. So I did choose to pass on canned goods and peanut butter and jelly because we have a lot of peanut butter and we do have some jelly, so, and canned goods we're well stocked up on, so I chose to pass up on those. But other than that, I really just wanted the meats and the produce and the dairy and the toilet paper, and the cookies aren't bad too. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and end this video. Oh, I never went back to what our plans originally were for supper. So that steak, the spoon steak, I said we were going to grill out, and I would just give them both to Glenn. He can have one this week, one next week, but he actually wanted to see how those taste in a burrito. So today we were going to do the steaks as burritos, but I didn't take them out in time. So yeah. So originally, even before that, the rice and ground beef leftovers, I originally was just going to give to Glenn, and I was going to make myself a pizza quesadilla. But he reminded me yesterday we had that corn on the cob, and I forgot to make it when I originally made the rice and ground beef, so I forgot about that. But then today, I remembered, so I just went ahead and boiled the corn on the cob, and I figured we could just split up the ground beef and rice mixture, and we both had enough. So, and we got dessert too, so, you know, it'll fill us up. But that's what our original plans were. Now I have the steaks thawing, and tomorrow we're going to have them as burritos. So stay tuned for that on day 22. All right, so yeah, I'm going to cut this video off now because we're having thunderstorms, and in case the power goes out, I don't want to get stuck here. I have a flashlight near me in case the power goes out while I'm recording. But that's going to do it for this video. And what day did I say this was of the challenge? 14, 15, 16, 18, 21. That's the end of day 21 of the 30-day challenge. And we are doing amazing. So thank you so much for taking time out of your day to watch my videos. I appreciate all of you and the support you give my channel every single day. And with that, remember to live life, be good to yourself, and be good to others. Until next time.